morning. Welcome to Bringing Families Together. I know we're running a little late, but we'll be short today because I want to speak to each and every one of you direct today. So there's a lot of things that is going on in Belize at this present time. There's a lot of dysfunctional families. There's a lot of children are being raised by a single parent and mostly by mothers. And there's a lot of mothers who have to do 2-3 jobs to make ends meet. There's a lack of fathers in the homes of today. Fathers tend to go and want to take drugs and drink and be abusive, in that relationship. And these women allow this situation to happen. And as they allow it to happen, they end up having, 3-4 kids with different men. So that's what is going on here. I only could speak about Belize. I can't speak about the other parts of the world, which I know is the same thing that is happening. But I just wanted to share with you why, that the Lord has placed in my heart to do this. In July the 23rd, we will be having a community day. A community day where we have different churches coming together for one common purpose. That's to win souls for Christ. So here it is that, to get other denominations is difficult. But here in Belize, thank God that we have been very successful. We are batting 100% because no church so far has said, no, they don't want to be part of it. And this is reaching out. That community day of events will be held at the Victor Galvez Stadium, which could accommodate about 2,000 people. So we are expecting a lot of people for that church service. But it will be a different type of church service, where we will have 1 or 2 speakers. The emphasis will be placed, on the family. And then after we'll have, our main speaker. After that, we'll have lunch, and then we'll have bringing families together day of fun and laughter, sporting events, where, it's very rare you're going to find that a sporting event that you're going to have the family unit will be fully represented. Like all the races will be family-oriented or children-oriented. There will be no individual race because we believe that this will draw a lot of families out. Because many times, as I mentioned before, there's a lack of fathers in the heart of children now. But when we have children coming together, encouraging the dad or the mom to come out to this event and be partakers in these events, that will draw them closer. That will realize that fathers, the responsibilities that they have in reaching out, to their children. But the unique part about it is that every race will be, the prizes will be food hampers. That's the emphasis. Because many times when you go to events, everybody giving away trophy or they're giving away medals. You can't eat a trophy, you can't eat a medals. But when you have a food, when you have different stable foods in a basket, that will help that family. That they will have something to eat for the month, that they don't have to go outside and wonder, where the next paycheck is, if it could afford rent or if it could afford to buy food and so on. So that's a way of helping out, the people who will be participating in these races. Also, we are hoping and praying that we will have backpacks because a lot of children don't even have, the parents don't even have the money, to pay for it. Many of them, you see them going to school with, with carrying their books and so on in their hands. So we want to ensure that these kids, will know that there's churches who love them, there's churches who care about them, and there's churches who want to help them. Because everything, although we come in together, the churches and so on will be providing food because we expecting over 2,000 people to be there at the event. Not only those who participating, but also those who supporting, so we'll have bouncy castles, we'll have trampoline, we'll have little games so the little 2-year-old, 3-year-old, could do. And that's what makes it so unique, in doing this. But we need your help. We need your assistance. The only way that this could come to fruition is by you who are listening and those of you who want to support this event. We need your financial contribution. It will take $5,000 US in prizes. We have already had the churches coming together, to pay for the tents and the tables and chairs rental, and also for the musical equipment. So we need your support in terms of the staple stuff of the gift baskets. So if your heart desire is to give, we appreciate it. And you could give through Calvary Chapel Cayo in Belize. And the address that you could send, for those of you living in the United States, you could send it. You can mail a check to 526 Ramblin, R-A-M-B-L-I-N Road in West Columbia, South Carolina, 29170. Again, the address is Calvary Chapel Cayo, Belize, 526 Ramblin, R-A-M-B-L-I-N Road in West Columbia, 29170, and that's in South Carolina. Or you could call me at 803-849-2741. For those of you who goes to Lexington, Calvary Chapel Lexington, you could contact Steve Cromer, and he will be able to channel everything through the church. So we want for you to pray. Pray for success. Pray that, that the hearts and minds, that as we reach out to these children, they will know that there's people who love them and people who care about them. And for you to give, if you want to give and you want to give cheerfully, the address above, as I just, talked to you about, it could make a big difference in the lives of children. Just as what we are doing here with the CEF program, having the Good News Club on Saturday, we see the growth of the Good News Club and how excited the children have somewhere they could go on a Saturday and learn about Jesus. So we could make a difference into the heart and lives of every individual, just as the churches can make a difference in their community, into the hearts and minds of each individual. So, God bless you. Thank you for listening, and thank you for praying and help support, this event that will be held on July the 23rd. This year, 2023. And also, we have Calvary Chapel Lexington will be here with us to help us out, in all these things. So may God bless you. May God guide you. May God protect you. May God use you to bring glory unto Him. Thank you in Jesus' name.